Welcome guys back in the course. Now in this lecture we will update the data in table. We have the users here, we can insert, we can view, we can actually delete, and now it's time to edit them and then update them. So first of all, let me just add the same thing, this to the same PHP to this edit as well. I'll say I'll create a URL variable should be equal to this thing. Control S. I have created an edit variable which is get variable and URL variable dynamic. Refresh the page. Now you can see edit 1, edit 2. I mean the IDs of the users, the same IDs. Now when that is clicked, so I will say I will have a table, basically a form, this form, same form. Say okay, if that is clicked, then do something. Okay, I will just create a new page and paste that form here. I will say edit.php. okay, this will be edit.php. So in here I will, after the table, I will say PHP and PHP close. If is set $_get edit I will say include edit.php. That's it. Control S to save. Now when we refresh the page and click this edit, you see here, write your name, write your email and things like that. So basically we can add a BR tag here. To make a little bit distance. Now again click. So here you can see, now we'll bring the data and we'll paste the data here so that person can actually edit this data. First of all, what we need actually, we need actually to go to copy this whole thing and paste it here above the BR. Starting PHP, and that is select from users, where first of all I need to actually say if is set $_get, then we will run this whole bunch of code, and this time we don't need this while loop. We'll remove it because we are editing one user, not all the users. So I say if edit is clicked, first of all create a variable, a local variable with the name edit_id is equal to $_get, and then edit. Actually I'm talking about the variable that we have given here. I'm talking about this variable, this specific one, dynamic one. That is click. I said okay, get the edit ID from there. Now in the query I will say select all from users where ID is equal to this edit underscore ID. That's it, very simple. Now the rest of the things should be the same, and we can display them here using the placeholder. We will add value attribute here, and inside the value attribute, in the quotes inverted commas, we will add a PHP script, and we will echo first of all the name of the person, which is inside the name variable. We don't need actually the user ID here. If we need it, we will add that again. And I will copy this whole value and we'll put it here. We'll say pass, and then here, because now we want to actually show the exact data that we have clicked. So we first, if we have the data, the existing data of the user, so then we can actually edit it. And this, from here we will just remove the action because we don't need this. Is actually embedded form. Hopefully you understood this, that first of all we got the edit ID, and then using that ID we selected the data from the database, so only that user will be returned which we have given here. Select from users where ID is equal to this ID, and then we have got the name and the password and the email of the user, and we have echoed that here using the value. Inside the value attribute we have added the PHP script, we have echoed them all. Now once again refresh the page, we click edit. There is nothing here, just wrong things. Anyways, let me check what is the problem. Value echo name, echo password, echo email, these are okay. And select from users where user ID is equal to that. Okay, let's change the variables to 1, 2, 3. This to select one, here, run one here, and row 1, row 1. I have done this because just only for just making this different. I mean, in the previous query on the page, on the other page, pass 1, email 1. Now let's come back, refresh the page, but this has not done anything. That was okay before. Anyways, what is the error? Basically, if is set get edit, get that, then select all from users where ID is equal to edit ID. It's fine, nice. Form, okay, here we need to now change the names. Name, uname, u underscore pass, and u underscore email, and the button name will be now update, not post. and this will be update data. That's it. But still the error is there, this one, and it is saying, what is the error about? It is saying undefined variable name in on line 20. Oh, I'm really sorry. We have the variables username, user pass, user email, and I have echoed here only name. This is really again a silly mistake. The actual mistake is this one. Okay, now I have corrected this. Username, user password, user email. These are the variables. How I can't see them with the big eyes. Anyways, I have corrected them. Now refresh the page, you can see Abdul, and this is the password, and this is this. Now we can simply update this data. We click this another one, we can see that as well. We insert one more, for example something like again John and John doe at gmail.com, and click insert data. So we can see registration successful. Thanks. Now if we click this John, we'll get John and the password and the email, and now we actually can edit this data, change this data, and then can click update to update this data. So we have done that very easily, very simply, and we will write the updating script also here, but the first thing was to actually edit the data. So we can now easily edit. We have fetched the data from the database. It was very easy, simple. Just I did a one mistake here. I just echoed the name, which was actually username. So you saw that yourself, and sometimes you also make mistakes while writing PHP codes. So you also have to look after your codes and can correct them one by one. You can check the lines. So in the next lecture we will just write the update query, and we'll update this data from this user interface.